It's showtime. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kitty's Love Messages. Today, tonight, wherever you are, we're doing another Cross Watchers reading. So, we're going to find out this week what is your person's thoughts, the person you're cross watching. What are they thinking? What are their thoughts when it comes to the situation or in general? Okay. So, if you are enjoying these cross watcher reads and you love cross watching, well, you're at the right place. Welcome to Kitty's Love Messages, Kitty's Kingdom of Love. The way it works is whatever sign you're dealing with, cross watchers, click on that sign. If you're dealing with an Aries, click on Aries. If you're dealing with a Taurus, click on Taurus, so on and so on. Yada, yada. Always check their sun, moon, rising, and their Venus hell. Check all their placements. You'll find a little bit of everything. And every placement, I guarantee it. And as always, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Take whatever resonates for your situation. Don't make it fit where it doesn't. You wear a size 9. You ain't trying to squeeze your big ass in a size 6, right? I sure as hell ain't. So, all right. Let's see. We're going to start off. As always, if you're enjoying these cross-watcher reads, please share, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I do respond to all my comments, even though I'm slow as molasses sometimes. I still respond. Kitty loves comments and likes, thumbs. All right. So we're going to start with Aries. Aries 137. Look at me saying the timestamps out loud. As if I got Siva, my main boss mod here. All right. Let's see, Aries. Let's go on. What's going on with this person? What's their current thoughts? Whoops. My banners. All right, Aries. Let's see. Who's this person? Cross watcher for Aries. Who's this Aries that you're cross watching? Just get a little bit of information. This person might be that you're cross watching. All right. So you may have been sad over this person, but you're no longer feeling sad over them with sorrow in reverse. So at one point you felt a loss. You were grief. You may have a little bit of depression. If not, you just were sad over the situation with Aries. And I feel you're no longer in this energy, or vice versa. This could be this Aries that's no longer feeling sad or depressed. Flip it, switch it, whatever resonates. Maybe it's both of you. So it looks like if you are dealing with an Aries, you're no longer sad over them. You're no longer hurting over them. Let's see. Who is this Aries? What is this Aries thinking? Woo! All right. So this Aries thinking that you are their soulmate. They think you are their soulmate. The lovers, they think they love you. They're still attracted to you. Yep. This is an Aries that feels they got to let go. They think they are thinking about the burdens that they need to let go between you. They're also thinking about how they were inconsistent with you. They know they were all talk, no action. And I think that's why there were burdens or they were stressed out. So I feel like if you are dealing with this Aries really thinking heavily of a lover's connection with you, that you are a soulmate. And they know they were very inconsistent with their soulmate. They were all talk, no action. And now they think they need to come towards you and let go of the burdens between you and them. Because this has been making them sad, stressed out, and they want to let go of that. Yeah. This is someone. They're thinking about how they treated you like a friends with benefits because they were scared of commitment with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody's thinking heavily about how they were scared of commitment. And that's why they were very inconsistent with you. Or either they were scared of commitment or they just were not interested in investing something long-term with you. And they just decided to treat you like that. But they're also thinking about letting that go. So if this person is fearing of commitment, they're thinking about letting that fear go with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone that's doing some shadow work. This is also somebody that's thinking about how they let you go with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse because they just were not interested in investing something long-term with you. Yeah. This is an Aries that's very much stuck in their head. They're thinking, 8 of Swords, but they're in this negative mindset because they were the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and they just wanted to keep things casual. But now they're thinking about coming towards you to have a second chance, or they're thinking about having a chance with you. All right. They're hoping that wheel spins in their favor. They're thinking about the times that they spent with you and that they could be running out of time when it comes to this connection with you. Yeah, not a source. If you're in no communication, this person is thinking about coming, rushing towards you to break the silence. If you are in somewhat a communication with this person is thinking about coming towards you to express themselves, tell you how they feel, and what's on their mind at the current moment. Gemini energy on that. All right, so this person could have heavy, this Aries could have heavy Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, definitely fixed, definitely Gemini, air, or you are one of those signs dealing with this Aries, or have that heavy in your chart. All right, let's see what's on their mind. Each individual zodiac sign, what is currently on this Aries mind? If you're an Aries dealing with an Aries, what is on this Aries mind? What are they thinking? So if you're an Aries, they're thinking about becoming a better version of themselves for you. If you're a Taurus dealing with an Aries, they're thinking about how they're empty without you. If you're a Cancer dealing with an Aries, they're thinking about how they loved you more than they let on. If you're, did I say Cancer? I'm in Gemini. All right. So if you're a Gemini dealing with an Aries, they're thinking about how they loved you more than it let on. So Taurus, they're thinking about how they're empty without you. Gemini, they're thinking about how they loved you more than they let on. Cancer, they're thinking about how they miss the feeling of their body on top of theirs. Ooh. Leo, they're thinking about how they miss you more and more every day. Virgo, they're thinking about breaking this no contact. Libra, they're thinking about the dark night of the souls that they need to go through to get back to you. So this person's going through it. Scorpio, they're thinking about the best thing that's ever happened to them was you. You were the best thing that's ever happened to them. Sagittarius, they're thinking how they're a hot mess right now. They're just a hot mess. Capricorn, they're thinking about how they want what's best for you. But if you are moving on to somebody else, it's killing them inside. The thought of you moving on to somebody else is really killing them inside. Aquarius, they're thinking about how disappointed they are for letting you down. Pisces, they're thinking about everything that they ever wanted with you. You were everything they ever wanted, and you're everything they ever needed. And that's what they keep thinking about, Pisces. All right, so that is cross watchers for Aries, what their current thought is. So it looks like this person knows they treated you like a sex object or friends with benefits, and they're thinking about breaking that silence or just telling you exactly how they feel, expressing themselves, because they're no longer depressed over this, or you're no longer depressed over this. You may have gotten over this already, but this is somebody that wants to tell you what's on their mind. They want to tell you exactly what's on their mind. Taurus. All right, Taurus, if you're cross-watching a Taurus, let's find out who this Taurus is. Get some more clarity on who this Taurus is. Okay, that flew out. All right. So this Taurus is not thinking negatively. So you got cursed in reverse. They're not in a negative mindset right now, or you may not be thinking negatively when it comes to this Taurus. You're having a more positive outlook, or this Taurus is having a more positive outlook when it comes to this connection with you. All right. If you felt at one point you were cursed when it came to this person, it's in reverse. So you're not. All right. Maybe people were trying to block the connection with you, sending evil eye or whatever between you and this person. But that's not the case anymore. As long as you don't believe in it, don't wish it, it doesn't happen. It never existed. That's the way I see it. That's the way you block evil eye spell work. It never happened, never existed. It's not there. And it goes back to the person. All right, let's see what this Taurus is currently thinking right now when it comes to cross watcher or in general. What are their thoughts? If you're dealing with a Taurus, what are they thinking? What are their thoughts? They're thinking about taking action, coming large and in charge. That's for sure. They're thinking about how they were very flaky, very in and out with you, and how they came towards you in a very immature energy because you got the Page of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands. They're thinking about the silence between you if you're in no communication, because Page of Wands also signifies no communication. So this person is thinking about how they came towards you, very flaky, very inconsistent, all right, very immaturely, probably keeping their options open, which led to some type of no communication with them. All right, they're also thinking about Page of Swords in reverse, how they acted very erratic with you, very immature, how they were talking shit, gossiping, running their damn gums when it came to this connection, flapping their gums. They're thinking about that. I feel, because I got a lot of immaturity. Page of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse, double immaturity. They're just really thinking about how they came towards you in a very immature energy. Yeah. Yeah. Again, you may be an Aries, Taurus, cusper, or this person may have heavy Aries in their chart because the same two cards came out for Aries, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody, the reason why they came towards you very immaturely is because they were not ready to settle down. They weren't looking to invest something long-term. Either they had commitment issues or they just didn't want to have a long-term commitment. But they're thinking about how they let this go. And they're also thinking about letting go of that fear of commitment, doing some shadow work. Yeah. Again, this came out for Aries too, and I shuffled the cards. This person's thinking about how they were very inconsistent with you, Page of Wands in reverse, how they treated you with a friends with benefits situation because they were scared of commitment. Yeah, this person is thinking about all the secrets that they kept. Okay, they're a little paranoid, have a little bit of anxiety, but they're thinking about what they hid from you with the moon. And now they're in timeout. So this person's in timeout right now. They're doing some soul searching and they're just thinking about the secrets that they hid from you and kept from you because they're coming out of confusion with the 7 of Cups in reverse. This person is coming out of confusion right now. I feel they were very immature because they didn't know what the hell they wanted. They were scared of investing something long-term. Meanwhile, they were treating you like a friend with benefits. And they know that they have to be in timeout right now because they're thinking of all the secrets they kept. And now they're coming out of confusion. They're coming out of confusion and they know they're not living in Delulu land anymore. And if they're letting go of their options, they're thinking about letting go of their options now too. And they're seeing that clearly too. Swords in reverse. This person sees it very clearly how they treated you. And they know they need to let go of the confusion between you by letting go of their options because they kept things hidden from you. And they were very secretive. So that's what they're thinking right now. They're thinking of how they approached you. They're thinking about how they approached you in a very immature way, very erratic way. And they treated you like you know, kind of like a sex object or somebody they just wanted to keep things casual with. And they know they were very secretive with you. And they're thinking about how they need to release the confusion between you. And they see it clearly with that 2 of Swords in reverse. They're not closed off anymore. They're not blocked about this connection anymore. They're not in this negative mindset anymore. When it comes to this connection, they don't feel stuck. All right. This person can have this Taurus can have heavy Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, or Pisces in their chart, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right. Let's see for each individual zodiac sign. Excuse me. What this Taurus has on mind. If you're an Aries dealing with a Taurus, they're thinking about how perfect you are to them. If you're a Taurus dealing with another Taurus, you're the only one that they see. You're the only one they have on their mind. Gemini, if you're a Gemini dealing with a Taurus, they keep dreaming about you guys together. So you are definitely on their mind. If you're a Cancer dealing with a Taurus, they can't keep going on without you. So they keep thinking about how they can't move on without you. Leo, dealing with the Taurus. I treated you like an option and I am sorry. Well, there's your apology, Leo. This Taurus is thinking about how they treated you like an option. Virgo. This person's thinking about the flashbacks they have about you, and they're very much intense. So they really have flashbacks about you, Virgo. Libra. This Taurus craves you. Scorpio. This Taurus is taking time to find themselves again. So they're thinking about how they need to keep to themselves right now in order to find themselves again when it comes to this connection with you. All right. I am messing up. I am getting so confused. Leo, Virgo, oh no, Libra, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. That was Scorpio. Scorpio, they're taking the time again to find themselves. I'm confused for a second. Sagittarius. No matter how hard they try, their thoughts always sway back to you. So no matter what, Sagittarius, their thoughts always sway back to you regardless. All right, Capricorn. This Taurus is coming in to show you a better version of themselves. They're thinking about that, how they got to come towards you in a correct way. Aquarius. This Taurus is thinking about how they want to rebuild this connection with you. Pisces. This Taurus is thinking about how they lost sight of what was important in the connection with you. They know they lost sight. They know they came towards you. Their action towards you was very erratic, very immature, and that's heavily on their mind. Gemini. Let's find out, Gemini. For cross watchers for Geminis, let's find out what this Gemini, the current energy is with them. So cross watcher, let's find out what your Gemini, what their current energy is. This could be yours, could be them, could be both of yours. So they're definitely not in their divine feminine energy because it's in reverse. They may be more in their masculine energy at this time, or you may be more in your masculine energy at this time, cross watcher. All right, cross watcher for Gemini, what's their current thoughts? Oh. They're thinking about how they were resisting to change their controlling ways. This person has a lot of control issues, or they're very controlling. They could be a little bit possessive. They may be focused on material gains because they were resisting to change something in their life. And that's what they have heavily on their mind, how they were resisting to change things in their mind because they were controlling. They were wanting to have some type of financial gain. They had money on their mind, material gain, material wealth. And now this person's thinking about the moon in reverse, how they need to release some type of secrets or tell you some type of secrets or things they've been hiding. Maybe it's regarding their finance. This person may have kept their finances hidden from you. Pisces energy. Yeah, this person's stressed the hell out. They're thinking about how they stressed you out, or they're stressed out when it came to giving to this connection, because I feel they were financially tied to something, or they were more focused on material gain. That's why they're stressed out. Yeah, this is someone that sees you very stable, very loving. You could be a single parent. And this person's thinking about how they didn't invest their emotions with you, because all they invested in was their wealth, their money, material, shiny objects. That's what they were invested in. They're thinking about how they didn't invest their emotions. And that's why they're stressed the hell out when it comes to giving to this connection. They didn't give shit. Yeah. This is somebody that's thinking about how they kept things stuck with you at the chair in reverse because they were emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable. They were just focused on material gain. And that's why things didn't work out between you with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Possibly putting you in a third party as well. And money could be a third party. It doesn't have to be another love, another person. Financial, money, anything that interferes in your connection that's not about you and they don't make you a priority is a third party. Yeah. They're thinking about how they were very defensive to this connection with you. You may be defensive towards them because of the way they were towards you and how they treated you unfairly because of that with the Justice in reverse. They know it wasn't fair to you. All right. So it looks like cross watcher for Gemini. It looks like this person has a lot of regret on their mind. They're very stressed out. They're very much in their head. They're going through it, or because of they were resisting to change, and they're thinking about how they need to tell you what they've been hiding regarding their finances. And it's stressing them out because it was stressing them out. I feel their finances was stressing them out when it comes to giving to this connection with you, and how they were not invested emotionally, but they were invested financially, though, in their own life. Yeah, they weren't emotionally available, emotionally closed off, and now they're thinking of how you may be defensive because of that. You may be defensive with the Seven of Wands because they know they treated you unfairly. Cross watcher. Things didn't work out. So this person could have heavy Aries, Capricorn, Pisces, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. Let's see what this Gemini wants to say. Each individual zodiac sign. If you're an Aries dealing with Gemini, this Gemini is thinking about how you're not waiting for them. If you're a Taurus dealing with a Gemini, they're happy to see you thrive, even though it's without them. So they're thinking about how you're thriving without them, and they're happy for you. Gemini dealing with another Gemini. So they're looking at your pictures, and it's making them smile. So the thoughts of you as they look at your picture is just making them smile. Cancer dealing with the Gemini. They're healing. Please be patient with them. So they're thinking about how you need to be patient because they're healing. Leo dealing with the Gemini. They're thinking about how grateful to have you in their life, that they're grateful to have you come into their life. Virgo dealing with the Gemini. They're thinking about how they need space right now from this separation, and that's what's needed at this time. Libra dealing with the Gemini. They're thinking about how you may forget them, but they wouldn't blame you. They're afraid that you'll forget about them, but they wouldn't blame you for that. Scorpio, you're the first thing they think about when they open their eyes. Wow. Sagittarius, they're thinking about how they fumbled you, and now they're paying the price for it. Capricorn, this Gemini feels empty without you. Feels so empty without me. Aquarius, this person misses you more and more every day. Pisces, watching you move on is killing them, but they want what's best for you. So this Gemini Pisces may think that you are moving on, and it's killing them inside if you are moving on, Pisces. And I see that. They were too invested in money, shiny objects, greedy, material gain, rather than investing their emotions in this connection with you, cross watcher. Cancer, cross watcher for Cancer. If you're cross watching a Cancer, what's the current energy to know who they are? Well, there's somebody that's thinking about apologizing. They want your forgiveness. You got apology. So Cancer, if somebody owes you, or cross watch it for Cancer, sorry. If you're cross watching a Cancer, maybe you owe this Cancer an apology, or they owe you one, vice versa. This is a Cancer that wants your forgiveness, cross watcher. They're very sorry. So there's your apology. All right. Cross watcher for Cancer. What's Cancer's current thoughts? They're thinking how you are a soulmate. They miss you. And they're thinking about giving to you because you got the Queen of Pentacles, or they're thinking about the times that they gave to you. They're thinking of you as somebody very solid, very stable. You could be a single parent, but they're definitely thinking of you as a soulmate and somebody very reliable, stable, very good, giving, nurturing, loving. Yeah, listen this, Cancer. Here comes the sun, little Leo. You may be a Cancer Leo cusper, but this person's thinking about how you are their ultimate happiness, and that you were very giving, and that you made this person very happy. And that's why they miss you. They feel that soulmate connection with you. This is person's thinking about how they walked away. They walked away, or they made you walk away, vice versa. Flip it, switch it. But this is someone that's thinking about how they walked away because they were very hesitant with the Eight of Wands in reverse. They may have missed an opportunity because they walked away, or they let you walk away. They walked away from their happiness, and they see it clearly. Two of Swords in reverse. This person's thinking about how they see clearly they walked away from their happiness because they were hesitant to giving to this. Yeah, they're thinking about the fights, the conflicts, the argument, maybe other people getting involved with the Five of Wands, but they're also thinking about moving things to calmer waters with you after this argument. Yeah, because they know it wasn't fair to you. They didn't treat you fairly, Cancer. It wasn't fair. Yeah, this person's spying on you. If you're no communication, this person is thinking about breaking the silence with you, Cancer. Give them a show. Give them a show. They're spying. So what I'm seeing, cross watcher for Cancer, you have a Cancer that's thinking heavily about you being their soulmate. They really miss you. They're thinking about how you're very giving, loyal to them, and that you were their ultimate happiness. They're thinking about how they walked away because due to their own hesitancy, and now they missed an opportunity, or they think they may have, and now they're thinking about moving things to calmer waters with you because they know they weren't fair to you when they walked away, because they felt hesitant when it came to this connection. When you were very giving to them, they know. They're thinking about how that was very unfair to you. And now they're thinking about breaking that silence if you're in no communication and having a conversation with you, talking with you. So this Cancer could have heavy Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right, let's see. Each individual zodiac sign. If you are an Aries dealing with a Cancer, what does Cancer have in mind at this time? What are they thinking? They're thinking that you are forgetting about them, but they wouldn't blame you. So if you're an Aries dealing with this Cancer, they really feel that you don't have them on your mind. You forgot about them. They wouldn't blame you. If you're a Taurus dealing with a Cancer, they think that this separation is needed right now. They needed their space. If you're a Gemini dealing with a Cancer, you're the first thing they think about when they open their eyes, Gemini. You're a Cancer dealing with another Cancer. They're thinking that if they kept their distance from you, it was to protect your energy. So if they walked away from you, it was to protect your energy, Cancer, this other Cancer. If you're a Leo dealing with a Cancer, everything reminds you of them. Everything reminds them of you. Sorry, reversed. So Leo, this Cancer thinks that everything they look at, think of, touch, whatever, it just reminds them of you. Virgo, this person's thinking about making you theirs. Libra, this person misses the way that they feel when they're around you. Wow, Libra, they're thinking about the way you make them feel when they're around you. Scorpio, this Cancer loved you more than what they let on. Sagittarius, this Cancer was wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanisms. So they're thinking about how they were wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanism. Capricorn, this Cancer can't keep pretending that they're okay without you. Aquarius, this Cancer can't imagine a life without you. Pisces, whatever they were dealing with was just a distraction. So that's what they're thinking. They are just a distraction. So if they were dealing with somebody else or something else that was distracting them, Pisces, that's all it was. A distraction, because you were their ultimate happiness. They're thinking about that. And this Cancer really wants to apologize, cross watcher. They're sorry for that. They're sorry for whatever they let interfere in the connection when you made them happy all along. All right, we're going to my favorite zodiac sign, Leo. Rawr. Grr. Purr, purr. Meow. Leo, if you're cross-watching a Leo, you better run. Leos don't like people spying on them. Just kidding. All right. Actually, I'm not. We don't like it. Sometimes. Depends on who. If it's haters spying on us, they can F off. We don't like them. But if it's somebody we like, we don't mind. All right. Let's get the energy of this Leo. Could be your energy, could be theirs, cross watcher. What's the energy of this Leo? Reminiscing, dwelling, bitter, sweet. So they're not dwelling on this. So listen. Or they feel they need to let go if they were dwelling on that or something. But they're not. With the memories in reverse says dwelling, bitter, sweet, reminiscing. They may not be thinking about this anymore. Or they may feel that you're not thinking about this anymore, that you're not bothered. So either you have a Leo that's unbothered, or you may be someone that's unbothered, or they're thinking. This Leo's thinking you're unbothered. What are their thoughts? Cross watcher. What's Leo currently thinking at this time? What are their thoughts when it comes to cross watcher? All right, right off the bat, this person is thinking about how they play, where they were very childish with the Page of Cups in reverse, very immature. This could be somebody younger than you. This Leo could be younger than you, or you could be younger than them, whatever the case may be, because they were a player. This is someone that is really thinking about how they were a player and they played childish mind games with you, and they're thinking you may still be bitter over this with the Queen of Swords. You may be bitter because they weren't entirely honest about what they wanted. They played games with you, mind games, acted childish because they were a player. Yeah, they're thinking about the fight that they caused because they weren't emotionally fulfilling the connection with you, or they weren't feeling emotionally fulfilled. That's why they were playing the field and playing games and caused the fight. Yeah, they're thinking about how they acted immaturely because of that. The Fool in reverse. They were very immature. But now they're thinking about they need to boss up. Emperor. They're thinking about bossing up. But they're scared with the Nine of Wands in reverse, or I feel they were scared to boss up. That's why they acted very immature. I'm getting another scenario. Some of you, they're scared to boss up. They want to. They're thinking about bossing up, but they're scared. Others of you, cross watcher, they're thinking about they acted very immaturely with you because they were scared to boss up. This is something they're used to doing, being immature, playing mind games. They haven't grown up. They weren't grown up because they were scared to boss up. They were scared to grow up. This person is thinking about how, because they wanted to be single. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They're thinking about how they wanted to stay single. They weren't interested in having a relationship. And they may have put you in some type of third party with Three of Cups in reverse. But look, Justice in reverse. This person knows that wasn't fair to you. A lot of unfair. This is like 3 or 4 signs. I think the Justice in reverse came up saying they treated you unfairly by the way they acted. So it looks like cross watcher, this Leo is thinking heavily about how they were very childish. They acted very immature. They weren't completely honest or being truthful about what they wanted. And they were in a very like in and out energy of being a player with the Knight of Wands in reverse. And they're thinking how you may be bitter over this because they weren't emotionally fulfilling this connection with you. And they know they caused some type of fight with that Five of Wands, you had an argument, disagreement because of this. And they know they acted like a damn fool because of that. And now this person's thinking about how they were scared to grow up. And that's why they acted that way. They were scared. Because they wanted to be single. They were happy being a single Pringle, being a community wand, swinging like a baton. And that's the way they wanted to stay. And now they know that wasn't fair to you, that they should have been clear, cut, and direct about what their intentions, what they wanted with you, cross watcher, which is why they have that heavily in their mind. All right. So I feel that's why this person thinks like you may be unbothered about this anymore. You're not giving this attention anymore. They may be unbothered anymore about this, but I feel it's more of like they're thinking you're not unbothered. You're no longer bothered about this. All right, so this person could have heavy Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, definitely Aries. Yeah, that's it. Or you have that heavy in your chart. Okay. So let's see for each individual zodiac signs what this Leo is currently thinking. What's their thoughts? If you're an Aries dealing with a Leo, what is Leo thinking? Exactly what I just say. I feel this is them thinking you're unbothered because the first thing that came out was, I'm afraid you'll forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. So this person's thinking you're unbothered, that you forgot about them, but they wouldn't blame you. If you're a Taurus dealing with a Leo, they're thinking about how they were wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanism. If you're a Gemini dealing with a Leo, they can't imagine a life without you, Gemini. If you're a Cancer dealing with a Leo, they're just a distraction. So they were just distracted with somebody. So if they were a player, I'm not saying if they were a lot of player energy in there. Whatever they were messing around with, playing around with, swing that wand, poking, stroking, whatever, it was just a distraction, Cancer. Leo dealing with another Leo. They're thinking that they ran because they didn't think they deserved you. I am running because I don't think I deserve you. So they're thinking how they didn't deserve you to begin with, and that's why they ran. Not Leo. Leo's running. Virgo. If you're a Virgo dealing with a Leo, they miss you more and more every day. Libra. If you're dealing with a Leo, they're watching you move on, it's killing them. So they're thinking you moved on, but they want the best for you. Scorpio. They're thinking that they may be going through a dark night of the souls right now, so they need some space. Sagittarius. They're thinking how they became numb because they refuse to take accountability for their behavior. Capricorn. They miss you. Aquarius. They think nobody understands you like you do. Pisces. They're thinking that they didn't know how they felt until you came along. So they're thinking about that. They didn't know how they felt until you came along, Pisces. So I'm seeing this person thinks you're unbothered, cross-watching. You may not be, you may be unbothered, but if you're cross-watching a Leo, I think you may be bothered. So nobody cross-watches because they feel like, well, some people cross-watch because they want to see how bad the other person's suffering without them. Other people cross-watch because they want their person back, the person they're cross-watching. Like I said, there's two reasons why you're cross-watching. Either A, you want to see how the fuck they're miserable without you, how they're miserable since you're not around anymore, or two, want them back. Only reasons. All right, we're moving on. Virgo. If you are cross-watching a Virgo, what is the current energy with Virgo at this time, cross-watcher? What is the current energy with Virgo? All right. Deep love, soulmate. So this person's thinking that you are a soulmate, or you could be thinking this is your soulmate. It could be vice versa. Flip it, switch it. So this person thinks you are their soulmate. They have a deep love. They feel a connection with you, some sort of unity. All right. What is Virgo thinking? What are their thoughts when it comes to cross-watcher? What is Virgo thinking? Wow. Can I be Virgo today? Or can I be a cross watcher for Virgo? Can I be dealing with Virgo? This Virgo is feeling or thinking that you are a long-term investment. You would be a good long-term investment, somebody they want to settle down with because they're thinking you are their ultimate happiness. They see you as somebody very optimistic and you make them very happy. And again, soulmate card came out, 6 of Cups. To clarify, the soulmate, this person really thinks and really feels them as if you are a soulmate to them, cross watcher. Again, you got the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, along with the sun. Here comes the sun, little Leo. You could be a Leo Virgo cusper, or this person is a Leo Virgo cusper. If you're croissant, you want a croissant? If you're cross watching, you could be a Leo Virgo cross watcher for this Jesus Christ, for this Virgo, or this Virgo's a Leo Virgo cusper. I'm going to stop talking now. Anyways, this person really thinks that you are a long-term investment. You're somebody they want to settle down with. They think you're a soulmate. You make them very happy. Yeah, this is someone that's thinking about how they act like a damn fool. If they were in and out of your life, coming in and out, they could have been a play from the Himalaya. Again, this came out for Leo, these two same cards. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusper. They could be, you could have Leo, or you could have Leo Virgo heavily in your chart as a cross watcher, or the case may be. They know they acted very foolish if they were a player or playing the field. Yeah, because look, 9 of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that wasn't emotionally fulfilling the connection, or maybe they weren't feeling emotionally fulfilled in the connection, and that's why they decide they want to go play. But they're thinking how that was very foolish of them. Yeah, this is somebody that thinks that they need to boss up in order to give to you. In order to build something with you, they got to boss up. King of Cups, because they're in love with you. They have that heavily on their, to have a new beginning with you. Woo, Virgo. This is beautiful. The cross watcher for Virgo. Virgo, this is beautiful. This is beautiful for Virgo and the cross watchers. This Virgo here is very much thinking that they want to settle down with you, that you are their soulmate. You are their ultimate happiness. And they're thinking of how very damn foolish they were to play games with you, be a player, swinging the wand like a community wand to everybody but you. And this person is thinking about how they didn't emotionally fulfill this connection with you because they were busy filling in somebody else's hole instead of yours. Well, this person's thinking about how they need to boss up in order to give to you with that Emperor and the Page of Pentacles. All right. And maybe apologize for something or offer you a peace treaty because they are in love with you. They know they need to boss up in order to start something new, show you that they're reliable and stable now, have a solid new beginning with you with stability, because this person didn't show you any type of stability. This person didn't show you any love or stability. And they're thinking how that was a very dumb, foolish move. Very unwise. So this Virgo can have heavy Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, or you have that heavy in your chart. All right. So let's see. Each individual sign for Virgo. Let's see what Virgo's thoughts are. If you're an Aries, this Virgo has flashbacks about you and they are intense. If you're a Taurus dealing with a Virgo, this Virgo says they're coming in to show you a better version of themselves. So they're thinking about coming in to show you a better version of themselves. Gemini dealing with a Virgo. They think they need to take time to find themselves again right now. Cancer dealing with a Virgo. They have heavy on their mind that they ran because they didn't think they deserved you. So they know they ran. They didn't think they deserved you. Leo dealing with a Virgo. This Virgo thinks that you moved on without them and it's killing them inside, but they want the best for you. What's best for you, Leo? Virgo, if you're Virgo dealing with another Virgo, they miss you more and more every day. Libra dealing with a Virgo. Well, this Virgo is going through the dark night of the souls and they think they need some space right now so they can go through it. Scorpio dealing with a Virgo. They miss you. Sagittarius dealing with a Virgo. So they're thinking about how they became numb because they refused to take accountability for their behavior. Capricorn. They think nobody understands you like you do. Aquarius. This Virgo didn't know how love felt until you came along. So they were thinking about how you came along and changed things in their life because they didn't know what love felt. Pisces. They're thinking about breaking the no contact. So if you're a Pisces that's dealing with a Virgo and there's no contact, no communication, well, they're thinking about breaking this no contact with you. Libra. All right. I need energy. Energy. All right. If you're cross-watching a Libra, let's see what the current energy is for this Libra. This could be you or them. Let's see what the current energy is. So this Libra could be distracted right now, or they're thinking you're distracted. So they could be thinking you're distracted, you're busy, you're sidetracked, and that's why there are delays, or they could be distracted. All right, they could be delaying things right now. They could think they're the ones. So vice versa, flip it, switch it. All right, cross watcher. What is this Libra's current thoughts besides being distracted? Sidetracked. They're thinking you're distracted. Your distractions causing the delays. All right. What's Libra thinking? What is their thoughts? They're thinking about the silence between you if you're in no communication with the Ace of Swords in reverse. But they're also confused about whether they should tell you what they've been hiding. This is somebody that's thinking about how they can't move on from you with the Six of Swords in reverse, and they need to tell you what they've been hiding, but they're unsure if they should tell you with the Ace of Swords in reverse because they're not sure you're going to accept it. You're not going to like what they have to tell you, what they have to reveal to you. So you have this person heavily thinking about the silence. I feel you or somebody has no communication with this Libra, or if you do, it's very minimum. But this Libra here is really much in their head about wanting to resolve issues with you because they can't move on from you, but they're confused on what they should reveal to you because they don't think you're going to like it at all. Yeah. This is somebody that still desires you, the Magician. They still have a desire for you, and they're thinking about letting go of the devil because they still desire you. You got the devil in reverse and Magician. And that's why they feel they need to come towards you to let go of those secrets that they need to tell you. What have they been hiding? Yeah, the Fool in reverse. This person is thinking about how they were foolish to let the devil get between you. And that's why they got to let go of that devil, whatever toxic things they got going on. And they do have probably an obsession. I feel like they also think they have an obsession that they need to let go when it comes to this connection because they do still desire you. And they know they acted foolish. Yeah. This person is thinking about how they need to come give you some type of peace treaty, or how they came towards you and gave you nothing but shit. All right. The Emperor in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. They wanted to offer you something, but they offered you shit instead because they were an asshole. They wanted to give things. They wanted to do things their way. The Emperor in reverse is their way or the highway. This is somebody I wanted to be giving love or giving their time, giving their emotions, whatever they felt they wanted to give you, their terms, their own way. And they know they should have gave to you the proper way, but instead they gave you shit. They gave you a headache. They gave you bullshit because look, 9 of Cups in reverse. This person was thinking about how they weren't emotionally satisfying the connection with you, or maybe they weren't feeling emotionally satisfied. Yeah, and they regret it. If this person gave to you on their own terms, the way they wanted to give to you, They regret it. They regret letting the devil in between you because they're still desiring you. They still have an obsession over you. And this is why they're confused on whether they should release what they've been hiding, because they feel you're not going to accept it. You're not going to welcome it with open arms, whatever secrets they've been keeping from you. So cross watcher, if you are dealing with a Libra that you are in no communication with, this is a Libra that's confused right now. They want to resolve issues with you. They can't move on from you. They still desire you. They're confused on how to let go of this devil. They know letting that devil in between was a damn foolish move. They were very immature. They gave to you on their own terms, which was shit, because they weren't emotionally fulfilling the connection, or they weren't feeling emotionally fulfilled. Either somebody wasn't emotionally fulfilled, whether it was you or them. All right. And now they regret it. They're sad. They have a lot of remorse because you're still the person they're desiring. You're still their wish. They're manifesting you, cross watcher. So this Libra can have heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Scorpio, or you have that heavy in your chart. I feel the sidetrack. They were distracted by the devil. Here's the distraction. They were distracted. The devil was blocking their manifestations because all along you were the person that they desired, and they got distracted and they let that distraction get in between you. All right, Libra. If you're if you're an Aries cross-watching a Libra, this Libra, you're the only one I see. So listen, Aries, this Libra only has their eyes on you. They only think about you. Taurus, dealing with the Libra, they loved you more than they let on. So they made you think, like I said, with that Emperor reverse, that they didn't give a shit. They didn't care. They act like an asshole. But deep down, they felt more. They loved you more than what they showed you, what they let on. Gemini, dealing with the Libra, they can't keep pretending that they're okay without you. So they're acting like they're okay without you, but in their mind, they're not. Cancer, dealing with the Libra, they're thinking about how they were wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanism, that devil, which they're thinking about releasing. Leo, dealing with the Libra, they can't imagine a life without you, Leo. They can't. Virgo, dealing with the Libra, they're having constant flashbacks, and those flashbacks that they have, those thoughts are very intense. Virgo, very intense. Libra, if you're another Libra dealing with the Libra, they're thinking about coming up to you or coming out of this silence to show you a better version of them. So if you're another Libra dealing with a Libra and you're in no communication, they're coming in to show you a better version of themselves. They want to break that silence. Scorpio, they're taking time to find themselves again. Sagittarius, this Libra was running because they didn't think they deserved you. So if this Libra ran, of course, I see they ran. They didn't think they deserved you. Capricorn, so this Libra thinks you're moving on from them and it's killing them, but they want what's best for you. Aquarius, dealing with the Libra, this Libra misses you more and more every day. Pisces, so this Libra's thinking about they need some space right now because they're going through the dark night of the souls at this time. So they need their space. And I see that because they were definitely distracted by the damn devil. Sometimes that's how it's got to be. All right. Scorpio. If you're cross-watching a Scorpio, let's get the current energy of Scorpio. This could be yours. This could be them. Energy's energy. So you can flip it, switch it. Let's get the current energy when it comes to Scorpio. Only you can make my dreams come true. Only Scorpio cross-watcher. So, you're cross-watching a Scorpio. This person, this Scorpio right here, they're devoted to you. They crave you, or this could be you still craving them. That's why you're cross-watching. Both of you could be craving each other. Both of you could only have eyes for each other. All right. Let's get more information. I love when that card comes out. That's when my singing skills come out, right? All right. Let's see. What's Scorpio's current thoughts? What are they currently thinking when it comes to Crosswatcher? What is Scorpio's current thoughts? Ooh, they're thinking about coming towards you very slowly, tiptoeing towards you like the damn tortoise. I wanted to say turtle and I want to say tortoise, but I wound up saying tortoise. So maybe they're a turd. Anyways, this person is coming in like a snail, turtle, slow as molasses, but they're thinking about coming towards you very slow to have a chance or a second chance with you. All right, they're still think of you as their wheel of fortune, their good luck charm. Thinking about coming towards you very slowly, tiptoeing. Yeah, the reason why is because they know they were emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable. So they're thinking about how they were emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable, emotionally cold towards you. And that's why they're thinking about tiptoeing towards you to have a chance or a second chance. Yeah, this is somebody that knows your worth with the 4 cups in reverse. And they're thinking how you may be guarded because you know your own worth too. You may be defensive and guarded because they were resisting to change something in their life. Yeah, this person's thinking about the arguments and the harsh words that they said. They were in it to win it. They were a one-man show, one-woman show, but they're thinking about the mean things that they said to you with the 5 of Swords. And now they want to come out of the cold with you. They feel a loss with you, without you. Yeah. This person's thinking about how they need to heal things, and they are healing. They're very much thinking 4 swords. They're laying on the damn back thinking about you. They're in timeout. They're doing a little self-reflection. A lot of thinking. Yep. You may not be in communication, but they're thinking about how they left things confused between you with the Ace of Swords in reverse. And they're thinking about taking the lead, coming in Big Daddy style. Big Daddy energy, Leo. So listen, like I said, only you, Crosswatcher. This Scorpio only sees you. They're devoted to you. And like I said, they're thinking about tiptoeing towards you, Crosswatcher, to have a chance, second chance, because they see you still as their lucky charm with that Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody that's thinking about how they were very closed off to this connection with you, but they know your worth and they know you're on guard. You're very defensive because you already knew what your worth was to begin with, and they didn't see it because they were so goddamn closed off to this connection. They're thinking about how they were resisting to change things in their life, and that's why they had to be put on timeout. They know that they need to heal in order to come towards you to have that second chance. They're thinking about the harsh words that they said and the confusion that they left behind in this connection with you. And they want to come out of the cold. They're thinking about taking that lead, Big Daddy style. So this person could have heavy Virgo or heavy Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Libra, Gemini in their chart. Leo, I said it. Or you have that heavy in your chart, Crosswatcher. All right. Let's see what this Scorpio is thinking about for each individual zodiac sign. If you're an Aries dealing with the Scorpio, what is Scorpio currently thinking? They want to make you theirs. So this Scorpio definitely wants to make you theirs. I want to make you mine. Here we go, Aries. Only you, Aries. All right. Taurus. This Scorpio misses the way they feel when they're around you. So they're thinking about how you made them feel. They're thinking about how you made them feel when you were around. Gemini, you're the best thing that's ever happened to them. So they're thinking about how you are the best thing that's ever happened to them, Gemini. Cancer. This Scorpio, they're thinking about how even though you're not with them, they're happy that you're thriving. They're thinking about how it makes them very happy to see you thrive, even though if it's not with them. That's beautiful. Leo, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, pictures of you still make them smile. So as they look at your pictures, they think of you and they smile. Cheddar cheese, Leo. Virgo. So this Scorpio is healing and they want you to be patient. Libra. This Scorpio is grateful that you came into their life. If you're a Scorpio dealing with another Scorpio, when they hold you again, they'll never let you go. So they're thinking about the next time they squeeze your butt cheeks as they hug you tight. They're never going to let go of those butt cheeks. They're going to squeeze them, make some lemonade. All right. Sagittarius, you are their everything. That's what they're thinking. Capricorn, they feel empty without you. Aquarius, they're thinking about how they fumbled you and now they're paying the price for it. Rightfully so. Pisces, they're thinking about how they disconnected from you and they kept their distance to protect your energy. So if this person kept things confused and they kept their silence from you, Pisces, their rejection was your protection. All right? Because you're the only one they see. You're the only one they want. Oh, God, my allergies are starting again. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, 101.33. All right, Sagittarius. If you're cross-watching a Sagittarius, let's see what the current energy is for Sagittarius. This could be your energy. This could be their energy. Vice versa. Flip it. Switch it. What's the current energy for Sagittarius? All right. They're thinking about they don't want to repeat same patterns, same karmic lessons because it's in reverse. So if this is somebody that has a habit of repeating the same repeated patterns that they do, right? You know how they say you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Well, this is this person. Well, they don't want to do that anymore. All right. They don't want to learn any more karmic lessons that they already needed to learn. So this is either you or them. You either don't want to repeat the same karmic lessons with this person, cross-watcher, or this Sagittarius does not want to. They don't want to repeat the same. They don't want to repeat the same bullshit that happened in the past. All right. What is Sagittarius currently thinking? What is Sagittarius currently thinking? They're thinking about how you may be defensive because they were not interested in settling down. 4 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands. They think you're yeah. This is somebody that knows your worth. 4 of Cups, and they know you know your worth, and that's why they know you're defensive. So this person was not interested in settling down, moving into a home with you, or buying a home, or just marriage, whatever. Just having something like long terms, a long-term relationship. Somebody they could settle down with. They weren't interested. And I feel they know that you're defensive because you know your worth. And they're thinking about that. Yeah, this is somebody that is thinking about how they were confused about what they wanted. This is somebody that is daydreaming about you. They may have other options that they were thinking about, and that's why they weren't ready to settle down. And now they're thinking about letting go of the burdens between you because of that. They are still thinking about you, daydreaming about you. They're living in fantasy world right now. And they're thinking that they can one day come towards you to let go of the stress between you. Yeah, like I said, they don't want to repeat the same patterns, the same bullshit that they do. So this could be somebody that has a habit of pulling away when things start getting serious, when it comes to settling down, marriage, maybe moving in together. They usually pull away. And I feel this is someone that's thinking about they don't want to be that type of person anymore. This is someone that's usually confused about what they want. They usually have multiple options, but they are thinking about coming towards you large and in charge to let go of the stress, the burdens between you. Yeah. This is someone that's thinking they might not have, like, they're thinking about coming towards you large and in charge to move things forward, but they're also thinking they may not have some type of victory with you. 6 of Wands in reverse, Hierophant in reverse, because you both were not on the same page. They weren't interested in having a higher level of commitment, and they may still not be interested. Yeah, they see it clearly. 2 of Swords in reverse. They don't feel blocked. They're not blinded to the situation. They see it. And now this person's thinking about putting the work in this connection, or they are working on themselves so that they could put in the work in this connection with you and release the stress and burdens of the connection with you. Yeah, Fool in reverse. They know they acted immature, childish. It was a stupid move the way they were. And this is why this person doesn't want to repeat the same patterns. And that's why they're working on themselves to prevent the same bullshit, the same repetitive cycles that you've had with the Sagittarius. So what I'm seeing, cross watchers, you got a Sagittarius that thinks you're very defensive right now because you know your worth. They see your worth. They know it too, because they weren't interested in settling down. This is somebody that like to keep their options open. They like to live in Delulu land, very confused. They like to daydream a lot. They could be daydreaming about you. And this is somebody that's thinking about coming towards you large and in charge to resolve the issues between you two. But they don't think they're going to have victory because you guys are not on the same page, and they see it very clearly. 2 of Swords in reverse, but they see it clearly. They got to put the work in themselves in order to put in the work with you. 2 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. They see it clearly because they act like a damn fool. The Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius could have heavy Aries, Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, Libra, Virgo in their chart, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. So I'm really getting that they don't want to repeat the same cycles from the past, the same karmic cycles. And like I said, this is somebody normally, when it comes to settling down, they pull out. They pull out just like they pull out quickly when they have sex, so they don't have babies. I just had to throw that in. I don't know why. All right. Let's find out for each individual zodiac sign. If you're an Aries dealing with a Sagittarius, what's Sagittarius currently thinking? What are their thoughts? You're the only one they see. So the Sagittarius, you're the only one that they see, Aries. Taurus, they're thinking of how they were wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanism when it comes to this connections. And I see that. They don't want to repeat that same bullshit, the same patterns, the same shit. Gemini, they can't imagine a life without you. Cancer, the flashbacks that they have are intense right now. So they're having some flashbacks, very intense. Leo, this Sagittarius is running because they didn't think they deserved you. So they ran from settling down because they didn't think they deserved you. Virgo. So this Sagittarius thinks you're moving on, Virgo, and it's killing them inside, but they want what's best for you. Libra. This Sagittarius misses you more and more every day. Scorpio. This Sagittarius needs their space right now. They think they need their space because they're going through it. They're going through the dark night of the souls. Sagittarius. If you're another Saggy dealing with the Sagittarius, they miss you. I miss us. So this Sagittarius misses the other Sagittarius. Capricorn. They think nobody understands them like you do. Aquarius. This person became numb because they refuse to take accountabilities for their actions. So they're thinking about how they refuse to take accountability for their behavior. Pisces. They didn't know what love felt until you came along. So when you came along, like Chicago said, and along came a woman. Until you came along, you could be a male, Pisces. They didn't know what love felt. nose started itching for some reason. Oh my God. All right. Capricorn. All right, happy Cappies. What's going on? If you are cross-watching a Capricorn, cross-watching a happy Cappy, let's see what their current energy is. This could be your energy, could be theirs. Flip it, switch it, vice versa. All right. Capricorn's current energy. This person is thinking how there's many possibilities right now. They have a lot of possibilities on their mind right now. They're thinking about taking some type of risk. They are feeling very free spirit right now. They're thinking about taking some type of adventure, and they're thinking there are many possibilities with that at this time. Or maybe this could be you or them. Flip it or switch it. All right. Capricorn's current thoughts. What is Capricorn currently thinking at this time? What is Capricorn thinking? Whoa. Let me tell you something. You got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. They're thinking you're a divine match for them. Like I said, they're thinking there's many possibilities right now when it comes to this connection. They're thinking about taking a risk. You know why? They're thinking about letting their guard down, the Seven of Wands in reverse. This person's thinking about letting their guard down, the Seven of Wands in reverse, because look, they're very much in their emotions when it comes to you. They're in their fifi. He's got the King and the Queen of Cups. They love you. They want to support the connection. They want to nurture it. They see you as loving, nurturing, giving, everything. They're very much in their emotions, and they're thinking about letting their guard down in order to give to you. They want to take care of you, spoil you, everything. Yeah. They want to let their guard down when it comes to having a relationship. Queen of Wands. This is somebody who knows you're very confident, independent. You got your stability. You like your independence because Nine of Pentacles is one pentacle away from 10. You are long-term stability. This person thinks of you as long-term stability, and that's why they're thinking about letting their guard down when it comes to this connection, having a relationship. Yeah. This person is thinking about you are their soulmate, Six of Cups. You may have grown up with this person, and now they want to come out of feeling at a loss without you because they are at a loss without you. They want to come out of that with you because they miss you. They think you're the soulmate, and they're burdened without you. They're very stressed out without you because they do have a lot of love for you. Queen and the King of Cups. Yep. This person's thinking about being completely transparent with you. Completely honest with you with the Seven of Swords in reverse. They don't want to be a liar, cheater, thief. Maybe that's what they present themselves in the past, but they don't because they want to have some type of victory with you. Six of Wands. Yeah, Seven of Cups in reverse. This person is thinking about letting go of the confusion between you and letting go of options if they had any because they don't want any. This person doesn't want any confusion or options to get in between the connection. So when I say they are right now wanting to take a risk and have some type of adventure, I feel this is you. I feel this is the risk they want to take, cross watcher. So this is what I'm getting. You got a Capricorn that's thinking about really letting their guard down and giving to this connection with you because they do have a lot of love for you, and they want to let their guard down in order to have a relationship with you. This is someone that really thinks of you as being a soulmate. They miss you, and they're really much feeling at a loss without you. This is someone that's thinking about the burdens that they caused in this connection because they are stressed the hell out. And they're thinking about being completely honest with you, completely transparent in order to have some type of victory with you, cross watcher. Damn. Yes. They want to let go of whatever confusions that's between you. No interference. No interference. So this Capricorn can have heavy Virgo, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, if I didn't say it. Oh, I did say it. And Aquarius. Or you have that heavy in your chart. Scorpio, if I didn't say it, because Scorpio, bottom of the deck. Or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. But they want to take that risk now. I feel you are the adventure they want to follow, and there's a lot of possibilities. They're thinking about opening up the doors to many opportunities and possibilities with this connection with you, cross watcher. All right. My cat keeps running up and down the damn stairs as if he's trying to get some exercise. Are you at the gym, Milo? Gym kitty? All right. Now here he goes. There he goes. Oh, it's bathroom time. We're all going to smell it now. All right. Each individual zodiac signs. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, what is Capricorn currently thinking? Aries. What is Capricorn thinking? They're thinking about becoming a better version of themselves for you. Yeah, they are. Taurus. They're thinking they need some space now because they need to go through the dark night of the souls. I know, Milo. I'm almost done. I love you. I'm almost done. Gemini. They think nobody understands them like you do. Cancer. This Capricorn doesn't want you think. This Capricorn thinks you're not waiting for them. Leo. This Capricorn thinks that the space between you, the separation is what's needed right now. So that's what this Capricorn's thinking, Leo. That the space that you are, the space that you're in right now, the separation that you are in right now with this Capricorn is much needed. Virgo. You're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. So you're the first thing that they think about when they open their eyes, Virgo. Libra. They're thinking about hearing your voice. They're thinking about maybe calling you because they want to hear your voice. Scorpio. You are all they ever hoped for, and you're the person they dream of. So they're thinking about you a lot, that they dream about you. Which one was that? Sagittarius. This Capricorn's afraid that you'll forget about them and they wouldn't blame you. So they're thinking that you're forgetting about them, that you give 0 Fs, and they wouldn't blame you. Capricorn. This person thinks that whatever they were dealing with, if they were dealing with anything, anybody, it was just a distraction. So whatever they went through, whatever confusion, whatever options, whatever anything that they had going on besides you, Capricorn, another Capricorn, you both dealing with each other, it was just a distraction. Aquarius. This person's thinking about how you make them smile when they look at their pictures or look at your pictures. Pisces. This person, this Capricorn is thinking about taking time to find themselves again. So if there's a break between you, silence or whatever, they're thinking that this time that they're taking is just so that they can find themselves again. So they can become somebody that you want them to be, or who they feel you deserve them to be. All right. Aquarius. If you're cross-watching an Aquarius, we're going to find out what Aquarius's current energy is. This could be yours. This could be theirs. It could be both of yours. Flip it, switch it. All right. So this person is because you got chasing thrills, excitement in return, and not return, excitement or good times in return. I can't talk today. I want to say in reverse, but I keep saying in return, in return. So this Aquarius, they're not looking to chase cheap thrills. If this person was just looking for a good time, they're not anymore. It's in reverse. They're in it for they want to have something long term. They don't want cheap thrills. They don't want one night stands. They don't want excitement in their life. They want something subtle. They want to be in a more grounded energy. They don't want to chase tail. They don't want to chase thrills. All right. They're not looking there. Maybe they're not in an energy to have a good time. Maybe they're just bored. They're lacking excitement right now. They're not feeling excited. All right. Because you got ecstasy in reverse. Chasing thrills in reverse. They're not feeling excited at this time. They don't think chasing tail or chasing thrills at this time is very exciting. All right. This can be you or this can be them. All right, Aquarius. What is the current thought? I mean, a cross watcher. What is Aquarius's current thoughts? Look at me, already getting confused. What is Aquarius's current thoughts at this time? They're very much stuck in their head. Eight of Swords. They're very much thinking, but they're not thinking positive. Like I said, they're not too excited. They may be bored. They're not having a good time because they're very much stuck in their head. Yeah, they're stuck in their head. Cross watcher. This Aquarius is very much stuck in their head because they're wanting to come express themselves to you. They want to talk, but they're stuck in their head about it, about some type of communication. Yeah, that they're working on themselves. So what I'm feeling, cross watchers, this Aquarius is very much stuck in their head on whether they should approach you, come in very fast and explain to you that they've been working on themselves. They've been putting the work into themselves. Yeah. Page of Wands, communication. Like I said, I see this Aquarius has a lot of communication on their mind. They're thinking about really communicating, send you a message, text message, phone call. Yeah, because they're thinking of you as their ultimate happiness. You are somebody very positive in their life. You make them happy. Here comes the sun, little Leo. All right. Yeah. And this person they weren't emotionally satisfying. They weren't emotionally satisfying this connection, or they weren't emotionally satisfied. They were bored. Yeah. They're thinking this is someone that's thinking about having a solid new beginning with you and showing you that they're reliable this time, solidifying something that they should have solidified way before, but they didn't because they weren't emotionally fulfilling, or they weren't emotionally fulfilled themselves because they were emotionally closed off and emotionally unavailable. They were cold to this connection. Nine of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. They're thinking about telling you what they've been hiding. So I feel this person was emotionally closed off and emotionally cold and distant with you because they had secrets that they were keeping. They had skeletons in the closets. They had some skeletons in their closet, maybe more than one, multiple closets, whatever, 1 or 2, 3, whatever. But this is somebody that has that heavily in their mind. That's why they are stressed the hell out. They're thinking about this nonstop. And they know that wasn't fair to you. They're thinking about how they did you unjust. They were not fair to you. Justice in reverse. So what I'm thinking, or what I'm seeing right now, when based on these cards, cross watcher, Aquarius is stuck in the damn head. They're not having a good time. They're not too excited. They don't want to chase cheap thrills or tails anymore if that was their intentions. If this is somebody who was emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable because they just want to have fun, well, they're not having fun anymore. The party's over. Party's over, cross watcher. Aquarius ain't having fun no more. Aw, boo-hoo. All right. They're very much stuck in their head. They want to come towards you very fast. They want to explain that they've been putting the work into themselves. They've been focused on themselves. All right. So they can return to show you a better version of themselves. This is somebody that really has communication heavily on their mind. They want to communicate and tell you that you made them happy all along. They were the one that was just closed off to this connection. They weren't open to this because they weren't emotionally fulfilled, or they weren't able to. They were not emotionally available to do so. And this is somebody that's thinking about showing you that this time they want to start off this connection, showing that they are stable, reliable this time. And by telling you whatever they were hiding, they want to tell you the secrets they were hiding because they know they weren't fair to you in the past by being closed off. It wasn't fair to you by not investing your emotions, being closed off to the connection, just wanting to have fun, chasing the cheap thrills. And now they stand on business. They are wanting to put in the work into this connection with you because they've been putting the work into themselves. So this Aquarius could have heavy Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra in their chart, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right. We're going to go through each individual zodiac signs and see what this Aquarius is thinking about. If you're an Aries dealing with an Aquarius, as they look at your pictures, they think how happy you make them and you make them smile. Pictures of you make them smile. Taurus dealing with an Aquarius, they're thinking that the time they're taking apart from you is to find themselves again. I see that because they're putting the work into themselves right now. Gemini dealing with an Aquarius, they're sorry for treating you like an option. So they're thinking about apologizing for treating you like an option. Cancer dealing with an Aquarius, they're thinking about how grateful they are for you coming into their life. Leo dealing with an Aquarius, they miss the way they feel when they're around you. So you make them feel a certain way and they keep thinking about that, Leo. Virgo dealing with an Aquarius, the flashbacks they have about you are intense. Wow. Libra dealing with an Aquarius, well, they're thinking about how they were wrapped up in unhealthy coping mechanisms, and they were. Scorpio dealing with an Aquarius, they miss you more and more every day. Sagittarius dealing with an Aquarius, this Aquarius can't imagine a life without you, Sagittarius. They can't. Capricorn dealing with an Aquarius, they were running because they didn't think they deserve you. So if this Aquarius ran, Capricorn, which I do see they did ran, and they ran so damn far away. They didn't think they deserved you. That's why they ran. Aquarius, if you're another Aquarius dealing with an Aquarius, all right, they're thinking right now you need to be patient with them as they're healing because they are trying to heal. They're trying to put in the work on themselves. They don't want to chase cheap thrills and cheap tales and whatever anymore. They're not excited anymore about that life anymore, that type of lifestyle. Pisces dealing with an Aquarius. This Aquarius wants to break the no contact. They're thinking about breaking the silence. And like I said, I got a lot of communication in this reading. This Aquarius wants to communicate. They definitely want to communicate. They want to come rushing in. They want to explain themselves to you. They do. They want to tell you all the skeletons they've been keeping in their closets. All right. We're moving on to last but never least, my beautiful fillet of fishes. God, I never thought we'd get there. I don't know. I'm just feeling exhausted today. I'm glad I don't do these lives because when I do a live the night before, I am energetically drained the next day. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I have a hard time sleeping, but. All right. Let's see. Pisces. If you're cross-watching a Pisces, let's see what Pisces' current energy is at the moment. This could be their energy. This could be your energy. This could be both of your energies. You both could be mirroring each other's energies. All right. What's Pisces' current energy right now? Well, this person, they may think you're not fantasizing about them anymore, that you're not daydreaming about them anymore, or they're currently not they're not daydreaming anymore, fantasy, or they're not seeing you as a fantasy anymore, whatever the case may be. All right, maybe they're coming out of delusional state of mind. If this is a Pisces that was completely delusional, I lived in la la land, the woulda, coulda, oh my God, instead of putting things into action, they just visualize it in their mind. Well, now they're coming out of that. So this is either you or them. They're not living in the fantasy world anymore. Sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. Or they don't see you as just a fantasy anymore. Whatever the case may be. Flip it, switch it. Could be you, could be them. All right, let's see what Pisces is currently thinking at the current moment. Cross watchers, if you're dealing with a Pisces, what is Pisces currently thinking? Whoa. Ooh, they're spying. Oh, yeah. This is somebody that's thinking about breaking the silence with you. Pisces, cross watcher. This Pisces spying on you. Give them a show. Give them a show. So this Pisces thinking about breaking the silence or communicating with you. Either breaking a silence if you're no communication, or just having a conversation with you, having some type of communication with you. All right. They want to talk about the Emperor in reverse, or they're thinking about how they were avoiding having some type of communication with you. That's another thing. That's what I'm seeing. So you have a Pisces that's thinking about how they were avoiding, because they were avoidant. All right. With the Emperor in reverse, having some type of communication with you, having some type of talk with you. Although they're spying on you, they're watching you, because they do see you as their 10 of Cups. They were avoiding having communication or talk with you, a conversation with you regarding a happily ever after. Family life, home life, relationship, love life, settling down. They did see you as their dream, but they were avoiding it. Yeah. They're thinking about how they broke your heart, or there was a bad ending. Maybe they made you feel rejected because they didn't offer you shit. Okay. They weren't able to woo you as they wanted to. Okay. They weren't charming enough or something, but they know they didn't offer you nothing. They didn't make no love offer, which caused some type of bad ending. And now they're thinking about the devil. So I feel this person's thinking the devil was holding them back from making them a love offer. The devil was holding them back and making them avoid having some type of communication regarding settling down, a relationship, some type of love offer. And it caused a bad ending. Yeah. This person's thinking about giving to you, having equal give and take, because they feel you are the lover's connection. They're still attracted to you. They still have a lot of attraction towards you, a lot of love. They're thinking you are a soul bond to them, some type of soul tie that they want to give to. Yeah. And they're thinking about how they've been holding back from this because of the devil that they need to release. Yeah. Page of Wands in reverse signifies no communication, but they're thinking about how they were very inconsistent with you, very flaky, and that was very immature of them. Very immature of them to act very flaky, inconsistent with you and hold them back. Yeah, because they were resisting to change something. Tower in reverse. So what I'm seeing from the cards, cross watcher for Pisces, that this Pisces is thinking about how they were avoiding some type of conversation, some type of communication that they owed you regarding a long-term relationship. This is somebody that's thinking about how they let the devil get in between you. All right, for making a love offer, which caused some type of heartbreak, some type of bad ending. This is somebody that's thinking about how they were very immature to hold back their love from you. Very immature to hold back, because they do actually have love for you. They see you as a lover's connection, and they want to give. They want equal give and take. And they're thinking about how they want to give to you now, because they're still connected with you. And the only reason why they were holding back and acting immature, all right, and avoiding communication or having a talk with you, is because they were resisting to change things in their life. I feel they were resisting the devil. They were resisting let go of the devil, let go of toxic people, places, or things in their life that they know they need to let go of right now. So this Pisces cross watcher can have heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, definitely Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. So that's what I feel like. This person's not living in the Lulu land anymore. They're not living a fantasy world anymore. I feel they're seeing things for what it is. All right. This isn't a fantasy they're living. They know this is reality now. And I think this person's had a big fat reality check with fantasy in reverse. You gave them that reality check, cross watcher. All right, individual zodiac signs. If you're dealing with the Pisces, what is Pisces currently dealing? See, I am tired. What is Pisces currently thinking? So if you're an Aries dealing with the Pisces, what is Pisces currently thinking? They're thinking how their biggest regret was not telling you how they really feel. And I see that. Their biggest regret, Aries, is them not telling you how they really feel. If you're a Taurus dealing with the Pisces, they think you don't realize how perfect you are to them. They never made you think that you were perfect for them. And so they're thinking about how they made you realize that that they made you feel otherwise. What I'm trying to say, you are perfect to them, but they never showed it to you. Gemini, this Pisces loved you more than what they let on. That's what they're thinking. Cancer, this Pisces can't stop pretending that they're okay without you. Like I said, they're coming out of this daydreaming, delulu mindset, this fantasy, and they realize it. They can't pretend that they're okay without you, Cancer. Leo, this Pisces thinks you're the best thing that's ever happened to them, of course, because you're a Leo. Virgo, this Pisces thinks that you're not waiting for them anymore, and they don't expect it. Libra, this Pisces just wants to hear your voice. They're thinking about reaching out, communicating so they can hear your voice. Scorpio, this Pisces is saying or thinking that whatever got involved between you was just a distraction. They were just distracted by that devil. All right, Scorpio, it was the devil that made them do it. Just a distraction. Sagittarius, if you're a Sagittarius dealing with a Pisces, they're thinking that this separation was needed right now. Okay, that they needed this space in order to get their mind right or to think clearly about this connection. Capricorn, if you're dealing with a Pisces, they think you're the first thing that they think about when they open their eyes. So Capricorn, as soon as they open their eyes, they still got eye crusties all up in there, boogers, and trying to clean it out. They have you on their mind as they're cleaning their eyes. Aquarius, this Pisces thinks you're all they ever hoped for. You are their dream person, Aquarius. Pisces, if you're another Pisces dealing with a Pisces, they're thinking about how them keeping their distance is to protect you and your energy. All right, that they're protecting you by keeping their distance from you, Pisces, this other Pisces. All right, so that's what I have for you, cross watchers, for each individual zodiac sign. Can I damn talk today? Each individual zodiac signs of the person you're cross-watching, what they're currently thinking, what their thoughts are. All right? Please, if you did enjoy this cross-watcher readings, I will continue doing them more. Share, like, subscribe, leave Kitty a comment, hype my videos. Most importantly, like. All right, my loves. Thank you very much. You take care. I'm going to shut this off. Have a great day. Until the next time.